Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Toolbox Tuesday. It is September. Oh my goodness. Welcome, September. Welcome, everybody, back to school. It's September the 4th today, and it's episode number 62. And the topic today is putting one foot in front of the other. Now, if you are a emotional human being like I am, I have to say that this week has been a bit of a roller coaster. This past week was the full moon. And again, I don't know much about astrology, but it's definitely something that is very much pulling my interest these days. But the full moon seems to be tied in, and there are 7 planets in retrograde. Now, again, I don't know a lot of what that means. My girlfriend Candace gave me the breakdown, which I will put in the chat after this, for each of the planets. For those of you joining me live, welcome. I can't see them on my phone, so whoever you are, thank you for joining me. So there's 7 planets in retrograde right now. There's usually only 1. And so what that means is there's a lot of emotions going on. And it also seems to affect technology. So if your phone's not working, or if your computer's not speaking to your printer, and just weird things are happening, usually there's something tied into that. So hold on. I shared a picture with on Facebook this week, and I climbed Mount Baker back in 2004, and it was an amazing experience. So Mount Baker is 10,778 feet. And it was an amazing experience. If you look at the picture, there I am sitting at base camp with Smirnoff ice in my hand. Interestingly enough, no idea what was to come. So I hiked Mount Baker in 2004 with my girlfriend Allison, her husband Kevin, and her son Jamie. And we hiked up to the base camp. The first night camped, and then got up early the next morning at 6 a.m. and hiked up. We hiked to the tree line the first day, and then we hiked up to base camp the next day, arriving at base camp around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was a beautiful sunny day. We set up camp on the snow, and got our bags ready for hiking up to the peak, to the summit. And if you look at Mount Baker, you'll see like there's 2 kind of smaller peaks, and then in between, and then there's the big peak. And that's where base camp is, kind of between these 2 small peaks here and then the big peak here. And so we went to bed around 8 o'clock at night. And then afterwards, we woke up around midnight and had a really healthy, nourishing breakfast, and started hiking around 1 o'clock in the morning. And the reason why we did this is because base camp, or the snow, is hard packed when the sun is down. As soon as the sun comes up, the snow softens, and each step you sink into the snow. And so it was a lot easier to hike when you could just walk right on the hard packed snow. So we started hiking at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I remember getting like close to the summit and literally having to use our ice picks to get to the top. And I was so excited to get to the top of Mount Baker. And I remember being up there, and it was quite cold, and I was so excited to get there. And I remember turning around and looking down and thinking, oh my God, how am I going to get down? I was so incredibly tired. I had not had a ton of experience at that point with backpacking, and the backpack that I had carried up to base camp was ridiculously heavy. I think it was close to 50 pounds, and I'm not a very big person if you know me personally. So I was quite tired, and yeah, we just put one foot in front of the other. And I remember that the sun had come up, it was quite warm, and in every step that we took down, I sunk down to my knees. And I remember getting to base camp and packing up our tent and just feeling so exhausted. And again, just reminding myself to just keep putting one foot in front of the other. So yeah, as I continue to step into some hard things that cause me so much fear, I remind myself to stay in the moment and just do one thing at a time. Right now I'm planning a huge event at the Crown Isle Golf Course called Do You Believe in Magic? My partner from Switzerland is flying in, Alexander, and my other partner from Botswana will be Zooming her in. And it is going to be a community event and a conversation around the future of schools. So if this is something that interests you, please reach out. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Beautiful quote here. Antonio Machado says, "Walker, there is no path. You make the path as you walk." And again, a reminder to not worry about the outcome and what could happen and what could not happen and all the things that I can imagine that could go wrong. It's just to put one foot in front of the other and make small steps forward, one day at a time. So sending so much love to you all today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining in, Tara. It's great to see you. Hope to connect with you soon. Have a beautiful first week of school, parents and students. Sending you all so much love. Take care. Bye.